going on? And welcome to the channel Masculine Post. Today I want to talk about the one of the things that I've seen happen a lot, even amongst intelligent men, businessmen, rich men. I've had the privilege of being in business since I was 18. As we all know, I'm 41. So I've had the privilege of being around different circles of influences. But the common thread, the common theme whenever there's a wrong done is that manipulation, deception. Those two words. I thought that she was like, and so this message is more of a caution to men, an alert to be alerted, to be aware that this thing can happen. So I want to talk about when little girls are little, they don't exhibit the signs. It's only when they're older that's when you know. But we often have the reference point of little girls, of protecting them and being around for them. What's the worst that could happen? And we carry that mindset. That's just my equal. She's just being nice, and we go wrong. I've seen it way too many times. That's how I want to talk about it. Women are survivors. They are survivors. Let me give you an example. If a woman was auditioning for a role to be a queen in a castle and she got given a whole lot of requirements, she's going to do whatever it is to meet those requirements on that list because, she wants to be a queen in the castle, okay? And whatever requirements that castle requires for her to participate and live that lifestyle, she'll participate. She'll conform to the environment. She'll do that because that's what she wants to do. For the most part, the people that are not getting from women, like, oh, I'm not getting sex in my marriage, or I'm not, I'm being friend zoned. Women know what they're doing. They're survivors. They know what to do and what not to do and so forth. There's a fear right now that there's a push initially that men start to talk. There's a lot of red pill content, manosphere content, and women are like backlash, passport bro. They bite back, they're shaming them. Okay. Now, when men are resolute about something, there's nothing you can do. Now, it just looks bad because men can reference those videos of the woman. Wasn't that you talking bad about me? Now you want to come around. So, unfortunately, now for women, it's the social media element where they come out and say all kinds of things and they sing a different tune after some things have changed. But my point is that the first reaction is backlash. How dare you want to leave us? You just lose it. You just scared. You can't get none. You whatever. Third world. Women over there, they're less than. They're just basically they're minors. You're into children. Okay. Now men keep talking and putting each other on game. They're like, okay, we're tired of this Western woman. I say don't no weave. She wear weave, pink weave. I say don't do this. She going out on girl trips. Like men are just like, yeah, the women are busy barking in the background, but the men be saying, this is what we're going to do. And it's one man, two men, and then eventually it's becoming a fire. It's burning in the community, and people can see that. What women will stop shaming. Maybe the few will keep shaming. Then they're gonna be like, okay, we already got women in the manifest spaces. You got Pearl. They're going same talking points. Does she represent a woman that's got traditional values? No, she don't. She don't. But they're gonna survive. They will survive. They'll get in there and start to talk. Yeah, women don't want a high body count. No, sorry, men don't want a high body count. No man wants to wife up a woman that's been passed around. There's very things that they do and are quite okay with that with cheering each other's sisters, their sisterhood on, is now they're gonna be like, no, that's very shameful. It's very wrong. But we know that the reason why this has lasted so long and we have a society that we have is because of the acceptance of feminism, and the culture, of women is just so bad in terms of the hookup that men said, I can't marry somebody who represents his values. So now men are doing something about it like they always do because society is built by men and always will be. Now, the laws that favor women, the women push for them. And now they see it's not working, they cry about it. Now men are not listening no more because eventually they're like, nah. You can't, you fool me once, fool me twice, and now you're like, nah, I'm gonna find a solution. Now, as we go to a place where a lot more men, a lot more channels are getting on and people are talking about it, women going to change. They're going to act compliant. They're going to act feminine. They're going to participate. What do you need for me to do? The draft, the talk of the draft had women saying, hey, I know what to do to get out of this. Just get pregnant, remember that I'm a woman. So it tells me that they do this stuff us on purpose as men. Whatever we need, they do it to us by not giving us on purpose because they know you need it. It's almost like a mother knows the child is hungry and you say, "Are you hungry? Are you hungry?" I'm not giving it. It's cruel. It's been cruel for a long time. So for yes, of course, we have to say not all women because there's good marriages out there. I know they are, but I'm speaking to the things that fall off, things that don't work out for us. And this is the thing. The bulk of the problem is the thing that we don't get much attention where women let it go. And even this, women don't check each other often. They just let it go, let it slide. But the point is that women have known now that the men are rising up because men can shut this thing down. Like, I did another video talk about we need to quit marriage because if we did, and we said we need to reassess what's in the contract. If we really band it together, the thing will be changed overnight. So at first the women, because they felt they got some power, they backflash. They use the channel to, there's losers, there's bandits. There's a woman that got banned on YouTube, calls man bandits. She's such full of hate. There's others like her, but you're shamed for whatever. And then over time, you're like, okay, well, you're left alone. These men are gone. Play along. Oh, feminine. You're gonna have feminine coaches and everything else. Teaches women how to get men. All this sprinkle nonsense is gonna be going out the water. They're gonna be calling her out, not because they believe it was wrong, but because the men are now not having it. Women are having their cake and eating it too because men have been allowing it to. Now, when men act, women will play along, and this is the part I want to warn you about because the femininity may not be real because once men were too easy sometimes. Okay, oh, she's acting nice again. She lost me. She kicked me out of the house, my own house, threw this stuff out, and I can't see my children. But now we had a talk, and now she's good. I always think if she got the capacity to do those things, and now you're gonna go along like just a little, puppy dog with little ears down and a tail between the legs, you're gonna go along. We're too simple. We let it go. So I think men hold the line and keep going at it, whether it's going your own way. I don't subscribe to any of this SYSBM movement or passport bros because we need to show that we're serious. For me, I've always been a guy that moved around. Yes, of course, I understood that marriage was a good thing. I thought it was a good thing until I got married and until I got done dirty. Okay, so but I don't project my personal experiences. I assess based on what's going on around me. I'm not the only one in this boat. It's too many, and I travel a lot. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of people playing along, and they're gonna smell the part, they're gonna look the part, they're gonna be feminine, but inside that individual is still the same thing. So until the culture changes, and then the woman will play along to those frameworks. So you're not gonna get the person fully committed to the mission coming along to the table, but at this point in time, it's too early for y'all to start giving in. I'm like, oh, she's nice, she's so kind, she loves me, let's participate again. No, you go all the way. If your company is paying you peanuts and you go to protest, you don't call off the protest until you get the benefits, the pay that you're going for. You don't back down. You go all the way. Okay? You don't break the line. The survival element of women is so strong that she will do whatever because they know men are providers. They know men. That's why they themselves expect themselves to be modern women. I don't cook, I don't clean, but you're going to provide. You're going to protect. You go ahead and do that for me. Okay? I'm going to just give you coochie, which I pass around to everybody. That's all I'm going to give you. And you go along with that. Now we should know better. We should know better. So the survival element will make you, they'll lure you in. They'll know that the smile is what works. The hips is what works. The BBLs is what works. Whatever it is they're going to do, they'll do. And they'll do so well. So naturally, you're like, oh, it's different. That's why I don't believe the passport bros is the answer because the women, they just know that this is what the men want. This is what the men need, what works. So y'all got to be careful with that too. But the point I'm trying to drill. There is, I heard the term chameleon. Yes, the survival instinct. The woman's, I will survive. I may not have a man, but there's men out there who won't thirst. I'm going to give them what they need. One, I will fake it for years. I will do it. And we play along. So what should we do then? Let's present a problem. We should hold and go all the way until you are able to control your household. You're able to have legally, in a sense, You have everything that you need, and if they don't play ball, and the setup is such that if she don't want to comply, she doesn't have this hammer behind you. The law come on down on you like I make you pay, because that's like how big balls, big zaddy type of things will come down on you. So we need to protect ourselves in such a way that we create an environment. So when she comes, she plays by the rules of what she finds. If she wants to be a boss chick, let her go. Okay? If she wants to be for the streets, or she just wants you for a good time, that is what it is. We know that happens. Let's be grown about it. But if it's somebody you're taking a serious level in a relational sense, it has to be predicated on your rules. Now you can't have rules if you're a broke man and have nothing. You need to be all about your purpose and building yourself up. And I don't believe in disrespecting anybody. I believe you should be taking care of those around you, whether it's your children, whether it's your women. However, many men have been taking care of women who don't even care for them. We just use them. So that's all I'm saying is, men, take your worth. Understand that they'll try to manipulate you. They'll come into the circles. Don't let it happen. Hold your peace and go about your business. And then whoever comes along has to play along to the rules. If they don't, please be gone. Okay? Very, very important. The survival instinct has been with us forever. So as a man, and I know you're weak to that, especially if she's attractive, she's feminine. Fake femininity is real. It's real out here. Okay? Look out for yourself. Peace, love, and blessings.